Hi, Megan here for another video. Today I'm doing another tag video. It is the BookTube at the gym tag. The original was done by Brian from Bookish, and I was tagged by Kelly from Books I'm Not Reading. Thank you so much, Kelly, for this tag. I love her videos, and she knows just how to get me. She says, I think Anne would like this tag, or I think Anne would like working out at the gym. So here we are doing this tag, and I really like it a lot. There's a lot of great questions. So the first one is bench press. It gives you a chance to show off. What book are you proud of having read? I'm really going to show off here. I have read all of Jane Austen, all of Lucy Maud Montgomery, all of Louisa May Alcott. I'm going to put that one down careful because that's vintage. And all of Elizabeth Gaskell. These are four of my favorite authors, if not my four favorite authors. I love them so much. Leg day. Lots of people like to skip leg day. What book, genre, author have you skipped because you don't think you could handle it, or do you wish you had skipped it? So, I have not read War and Peace, and I love that story. Like, I watched the BBC adaptation. It was beautiful and I loved it, but I have not read it, and there's a lot of Russian names, so we'll see. You know, Russian names are beautiful too. There's just so many of them, it's hard to keep track of them. Okay, crunches. We all know crunches are good for us. What's a book you read because you needed to gain a better understanding of literature, your work history? Well, this is a better understanding for literature and my work as an actor, and that would be Shakespeare. I have not read all of his plays, sadly. I have read quite a few of them, as well as many of his sonnets. I've read lots of books on Shakespeare and his work. I've studied it both as an English student and as an actor. So, Shakespeare, he's wonderful. Okay, let's see, what's the next question? The Treadmill. It's all about endurance. What's a difficult or long book that you powered through? Speaking of Tolstoy, for this one it would be Anna Karenina. I did read the whole thing. I did enjoy it, but there was some enduring. There was some powering through. Lat Rows. This is all about feeling good about yourself. What's a book, an author, or a genre you read because it makes you feel good or brings you joy? That would be, without question, the Bible. It definitely brings me joy. Like even this verse, Psalm 40, verse 2, He lifted me out of the slimy pit, out of the mud and mire. And God did that for me. Next question, squats. That heavy weight that heavy weight can get you down. What's a book that you found depressing but you pushed through? That would be this book, like, is a life changer, a game changer. This is a beautiful book, but oh, it's hard, it's rough. It is Unbroken by Laura Hillenbrand, the story of Louis Zamperini, an Olympian, well, really a juvenile delinquent turned Olympian, turned prisoner of war, turned Christian. It is a gorgeous story. If you've seen the movie directed by Angelina Jolie, that barely scratches the surface of this book. Like, one example is there's a shark attack in the movie, because Louis was stranded on a raft for 47 days in the ocean, and there's a shark attack in the movie, and it's shocking and scary. But that was a daily occurrence for Louis and his friends. That happened all the time. It wasn't just one shark attack. So that gives you an idea. Beautiful book. It's mainly the stuff in the prisoner of war camp that is really difficult to read. Okay, bicep curls. It's easy to overdo these. Name two authors you've read too much. You know, I don't know if I have an answer for this one. I mean, sometimes I notice that if I read too much of an author all in a row, I need a break. Like when I was going through I'm gonna read all Louise May Alcott and all those authors I listed. I needed a bit of a break, just because of, always reading the same writing style. You just need something to break it up. So yeah. Let's see. Tricep dips. The triceps are too often ignored. Name three authors you need to read more of. So that would be the Brontes. I'm going to count them as one. I've read Jane Eyre. I've read the abridged Wuthering Heights, and I haven't read any Anne Bronte at all. So I would like to read more of the Bronte sisters. Yeah. Also, Charles Dickens. I've only read A Christmas Carol. I really should read more. I just haven't made myself do it yet. But as Kelly from Books I'm Not Reading said, Anne would have enjoyed Dickens. And yes, she did. And Ella Montgomery really enjoyed Dickens too. So I really need to get to it. Another author I want to read more of is Sarah Mills. She wrote this book, Misfortune, and this one, Mismatch. I'm not sure if she's written any more, but this is Mismatch is the sequel to Misfortune, and it is such a good series. It's a bit like Maisie Dobbs. It's about a female private eye in New York in 1947, right after World War II, and she goes over to Berlin, and it's so good, and I want more from Sarah Mills, especially more out of that series. Yeah, let's see. The final question is tag some people. So I'm going to tag Summer Dawn. I want to see you do this. I want to see your thoughts. And I also tag Nikki from I Read Past My Bedtime, or I Read Past My Bedtime. I'm so sorry. I don't know which pronunciation. So yeah, thanks for watching this. May you all be filled with peace, hope, love, and joy. So take care, everyone.